So this is question number 2. So here we're asked, how many times does a typical person blink her eyes in a lifetime? Excuse me. So here, let's just go through what the junior tutor responded to this question. So here, to determine blank, the typical. So there's some missing words in this solution, so it seems like there's an incomplete solution. But this is essentially the concept that we're trying to address in physics here is a Fermi estimate. So Fermi estimate. And essentially what a Fermi estimate is estimating for some kind of scenario. So in this scenario, we're trying to estimate how many times the typical person blink her eyes in a lifetime through a Fermi estimate. And we start off with something very small and grow that bigger until we get to the lifetime. And it'll be very close to what the actual number truly is, but we're using this Fermi estimate process to get very close to that number without actually calculating all the minuscule values. So we can start off with just thinking about how many times does like a person blink, like once, let's say. So we can say that approximately we would do one blink every 5 seconds. So one blink every 5 seconds. And that's kind of just an estimate. You could be a little higher, you could be a little lower. You could think about it per minute as well. But for just this question, I'm just going to think about it this way: one blink every 5 seconds. And then since we've kind of reasonably thought, okay, it could be a true scenario, we can just build that up over a person's lifetime and calculate how many blinks they would do. So this is our estimate here. So we would say one blink every 5 seconds. And then we can multiply that with how many seconds are in a minute. So we'd say 60 seconds per minute. So here we have seconds, and then we'll multiply that again by 60 minutes per hour. So essentially we're just trying to convert it using just conversion rates until we get to the lifetime. So now since we have 60 minutes per hour, we multiply this again by 24 hours per day for 1 day. Put a 1 over here. And then we'll multiply this again by 365 days per year. And this is days. And then finally, just thinking about the average lifespan of a person, you can say on average someone would live up to 75 years. So we'll multiply this by 75 years. And now we've kind of approximated about how many times someone will blink in their lifetime. So you can see that the units cancel out. So the seconds will cancel out with seconds, minutes with minutes, hours with hours, day with days, and then year with years. And then we'll end up with just the unit, the number of blinks. So we'll do this calculation. We'll use our calculator over here. So we'll say 1 divided by 5 times 60 times 60 times 24 times 365 times 75. And then we end up with the following: 473,040. We'll put commas, 000. So about 473 million blinks in their lifetime. So this isn't like an accurate answer, but it's an estimate. So you would be in the ballpark of how many blinks this person would be in. So you could also say that since there's about, let's say, 5 times 10 to the 8, because we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could say 5 times 10 to the 8 blinks, or we can just say 10 to the 8 blinks about. So this is roughly how many blinks. So you've gotten some kind of estimate to how many blinks someone would blink in their lifetime. And that's how you go about solving this question. So we'll say incomplete, solution incorrect. Okay, and we'll mark this as incorrect.